Hello everyone, I trust you're doing well. With the new Star Fox game being another remake of Star Fox 64, this got a lot of people talking. One post in particular made a joke regarding Make America Great Again. Progressive Nintendo fans took it upon themselves to humble this post by saying that Star Fox would kill Make America Great Again supporters, despite the fact that most army veterans are more right-leaning, and Star Fox itself is a mercenary unit that is hired by the army in every game. Or even worse than that, flat out part of the military. Some fans outright saying that Star Fox is pro-LGBT as a counter to this, as if there are no homosexuals or bisexuals who voted for Make America Great Again. They do exist, believe it or not. But this actually got me thinking, how many Star Fox characters are actually homosexual or bisexual? I mean, there are only 9, soon to be 10 games, so it shouldn't be that difficult. While I have only played a handful of games, such as the 64 remake, Adventures, Assault, although I never did get around to finishing it because I'm pretty bad at games, I will mostly be watching all of the cutscenes from every game online, and I'm going to read every possible bit of information I can get from the Star Fox fanbase. Each character will be put into one of 3 categories: yes, no, and non-applicable. You'll see what I mean by that last one. I'm going to exclude the robot characters because robots can be programmed depending on the bias of whoever programmed them. Also, due to the overwhelming majority of military personnel being straight, I will categorize characters as such unless contradictory evidence is presented. I will not include asexual for 2 reasons. 1, because people only say they're asexual until they meet someone who meets their standards. Funny how that works out. And 2, the only real asexual creatures are slugs and snails, and I don't think anybody wants to be compared to those anytime soon. And of course, before we start, I have to say this, don't go attacking anybody over this. If you're LGBT, great. If you're MAGA, great and welcome. You can join this channel, be a Sonic, Mario, Star Fox fan, and still be right-wing, and I will not judge or attack you for it. And if you don't care about LGBT or MAGA either way, well, that's also great. I hope you enjoy the video. Now let's go through every major character and see how many we have that are or aren't LGBT. And if new games in the future introduce a retcon or a new character, I will leave a pinned comment in the comment section. Starting off with Fox McCloud, he shows no romantic interest in any men, and his love interest is Crystal from Star Fox Adventures onwards, who also shows no interest in women and is only interested in him, notwithstanding the controversial endings of Star Fox Command. Slippy Toad shows no romantic interest in men, and in Star Fox Command, he gets engaged to Amanda, who either joins the team or Slippy leaves to marry her and retire from piloting. Peppy Hare has a daughter named Lucy Hare, and in one of Star Fox Command's only good endings, she and Peppy bond while reminiscing over Vivian Hare, the wife and mother respectively. Falco Lombardi shows no romantic interest in men, and it's hinted that he and Cat Monroe have feelings for each other, but this is never followed up on due to falling out in the promotional comic. Although, Command does have one possible outcome where after another falling out, Falco makes his own team with Cat on it. Speaking of Cat Monroe, she had a crush on Falco, flirts with him openly, and is friendly with others just to get under his feathers. And I already mentioned the Star Falco ending. To my knowledge, she shows no romantic interest in women. General Pepper is also introduced in the very first Star Fox game. He is never mentioned as being married, and there is no proof that he is romantically interested in men, so the majority rule is going to apply. Get ready to hear that a lot. Bill Gray is an old friend of Fox who appears in 64, its 3D remake, and he returns in Command. He has no romantic interest, he doesn't show any signs of being romantically interested in men, and is never stated to be married or seeing anyone. So for now, majority rules until proven otherwise. Same goes for all the dog soldiers and all the enemies you fight across 64 and 3D. as let's face it, they're just fodder at the end of the day, so majority rules, again, until proven otherwise. Yaru Dupont is the president of Space Dynamics, and he teaches you what to do in the 3DS version's tutorial level, and he never appears again after this. Majority rule applies until proven otherwise. Andros is the main villain, and he isn't romantically interested in anyone. But even so, majority rule applies until proven otherwise. James McCloud and Beltino Toad are the dads of Fox and Slippy respectively, so they can be confirmed as straight, though only James's wife, Vixie, has ever been mentioned. Another member of Slippy's family is Grippy Toad, his uncle from Starguard. He is not stated to be married, but he doesn't show any romantic interest in men, so majority rules. Pigma is a former Star Fox member who betrayed James and Peppy in order to get better pay from Andros. He then joined Star Wolf until his demise in Assault when he went rogue, only to be corrupted by the Aparoid hive mind. The only romantic interest he has is whoever has the bigger paycheck. Even so, majority rules. Andrew Oikony is the nephew of Andros, and he goes from a Star Wolf member to following his uncle's work in Assault, until he's shot down by an Aparoid. He later shows up in Command, and again, I'm just going to assume majority rules because he shows no romantic interest in men. Wolf O'Donnell is Fox's main rival. Despite having a grudge against him, he is willing to swallow his pride, such as in Assault, to fight a bigger threat, though it is also rooted in proving he's better than Fox. Contrary to what shippers will tell you, there is no romantic tension between the two at all. Leon is also a member of Star Wolf, and primarily a rival with Falco via in-game dialogue. He goes from being a focused fighter to having a love for combat, sometimes ending his sentences with maniacal laughter. However, there is one interaction in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that might suggest something else.
A skirmish. Just the place for a bunch of space drifters like ourselves.
Star Wolf is really giving it his all out there. I'm more than a bit envious of him. Those razor-sharp claws, those keen fangs. He moves wildly and fights with the spirit of a warrior possessed. Any prey he sets his eye on is doomed to be shredded to pieces.
Leon, are you feeling all right?
Yes, of course. Fine. Just fine.
Set me straight here, Leon. Are you envious of the Shredder or of the Shreddee?
This can either be used to confirm that he is indeed either homosexual or bisexual, but it can also be written off as a joke, so to play it safe, I'll say he is LGBT, but with a great big asterisk, because again, this is a crossover. There are multiple characters in Star Fox Adventures, from General Scales to Tricky to the Shopkeeper and different tribe members and gatekeepers, but there's nothing in any in-game dialogue that suggests they're LGBT. Panther is Star Wolf's latest recruit, and is a romantic enthusiast, particularly towards Crystal, despite the fact that she's already in love with Fox. However, he never acts like this towards men, so it's safe to say that he's straight. Also in Star Fox Assault, the ruffians you fight follow the majority rule just like the dog pilots and enemies you fight. The Aparoids are half-organic, half-technological insectoids that seek to assimilate everyone into their hive mind. This is non-applicable because it doesn't suggest romance in any kind of capacity. Faye and Miu are from Star Fox 2 and are not given any ample screen time, but the latter is described as flirty, though she would later be replaced by Kat. In case they ever come back in a future game, I'm just going to assume that they're only interested in men until proven otherwise. In one promotional comic, Farah Phoenix was an original love interest for Fox, but she was later replaced with Crystal, so majority rules. Bosses such as Algie from Star Fox 2, the bosses from 64, and those from Command are one-note characters meant to be obstacles and nothing else, so majority rule applies to them too. Dash Bowman is the grandson of Andros, and due to Command's multiple endings, his personality and fate are different depending on the route you take, but in none of them does he show any romantic interest in men. And finally, all minor background characters will also be majority rules due to the lack of evidence. So after all that, there are, surprisingly, no LGBT characters at all in Star Fox except possibly for Leon. But even that is questionable considering A, this is a crossover fighting game with randomized dialogue that most players probably won't even hear unless they actively go looking for it, and B, it could just be played off more as a joke regarding his desire for combats, not attraction towards war for any of his male opponents. So sorry furry community and LGBT gamers, Star Fox doesn't really seem like it's made for you. Now admittedly that might seem blasphemous because anybody can play the games and enjoy it, but there are no LGBT characters at all. Everyone appears to be a hot-blooded heterosexual. Does this mean Nintendo hates homosexuals and bisexuals? No. Does it mean that the man who made that manga post hates LGBT people? Contrary to what Blue Sky will tell you, no, I highly doubt that. It's more so that Star Fox is about fighter pilots, and as mentioned at the start, most army veterans are more right-leaning anyway, and Star Fox is not going out of its way to hunt down MAGA supporters. It's not hatred, it's just reality. Hell, if anything, Fox and his crew are more likely to disagree with people celebrating certain individuals being killed over some talking points rather than actual crimes. Peter Pan syndrome at its finest. And with that said, I hope you at least learned something from this video, even if it was something very, very basic. Try to keep it civilized in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.
you